Hi and welcome to How To and Vlog 2. My name is Lacey and this channel is dedicated to me trying to make money from home or online using various platforms, tutorials outlined through YouTube videos and just online research. And primarily it's probably going to end up being watching me mess it up, and then when you try it you'll know what not to do. But I am trying to learn how to do it correctly, and we'll just see how far I get with that. So this video is starting a resale business. What have I done wrong so far? So if you're curious or you want to know what not to do if you're thinking about starting your own resale business, then hit the like button and stay tuned, because I've got a plethora of mistakes I've made so far to share with you. Alright, now that that's out of the way, quick little house cleaning from the other thrift shoe cleaning video. Finishing cleaning the shoes. I showed you cleaning the bottom, but right, if the laces are really dirty, you can take them out and scrub them in water and the same mix for the bottom of the shoe. Just make sure it's a clean mix. You can use that with a light rag on the outsides of shoes, but again, test it on material, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the other video. But then if it doesn't need like a deep cleaning, I actually use unscented baby wipes, like really. So they're supposed to be for baby skin, but these things take off just crazy amounts of stuff while being really, really gentle to shoes. So that's my method, works for me. And then the next piece is, I mentioned in that video that I was going to talk about something strange happening here in New Orleans, and maybe it's happening other places, but I don't think so. I lived here 5 years ago, and this was not a problem, and it is now. So I have a theory, but here's what's happening. New Orleans is killing our clothes. Okay, designer bags, designer shoes, and I only bring up designer because typically they put more money into the product that goes into making them, right? So it's a sturdier product, it's a better source product, whatever it might be. And something down here is just shredding it like hamburger meat. Okay, I get it. It's humid down here. There's going to be some different reactions, but nah. Okay, this is like all designer shoes, bags. You're seeing it at thrift stores, in your own closet. Like, it's kind of creepy. I had an example of the shoes. I don't even know, but like, even just, I mean, Nikes, Jordans. It's a few different types of material. So a couple years ago, New Orleans started spraying the world with some sort of mosquito spray. Like, we have superhuman crazy mosquitoes down here, and I would know because I am the source of all mosquitoes, like sustenance. If they can find me, they eat me, and it probably saves you, from getting eaten. My dad used to call me mosquito repellent when we were camping, because you didn't need any. If you sat near me, they'd just bite me. So anyway, okay, fine. I'm kind of on board with this spraying the air thing, except for I'm still getting bit like crazy. And they're welting. I mean, they're welting. And I don't remember anybody telling me what it is. What are you putting in the air? Because if that is what's causing this, unless somebody wants to chime in and be like, no, it's happening to here in Oklahoma or whatever. Maybe all of a sudden, all the good material products are just falling apart. I would like to know if it is that. What is it? Because it's shredding material like it's nothing. So what is it doing to our skin, our lungs, Okay, I'll research it. I realize I can research it. But I still, okay, are they telling me the truth? I don't know. Just because it's in the news doesn't mean it's the truth. Okay, moving on. Mistakes. Mistakes when starting, I think, really any business. But this will be specific to resale. So what have I done wrong so far? We'll start at the very beginning, which I think is for any business or venture you're going to put money into. You don't have to write a business plan. You don't have to know how to write a business plan. It's good and there's resources online. There's a lot of free templates. The SBA is a good resource for that. But if you're nowhere near ready for something like that, have an outline. Write something down. Like, what are you doing? What money are you starting with? What's your next reasonable couple of goals? Something. Write down anything. Okay? Because I did not. And that wasn't a great idea. Because what happened then is, you know, this channel, the whole thing was to try various ways to make money online. So, okay. And then all of a sudden I'm already doing 3, 4. I mean, thrifting and reselling, and YouTube channel, and Shopify store, which again exists but is nothing because I have no time to put into it. And then I got furniture down. I'm flipping furniture. That's something I'm doing now, but no, I'm not, because it's just sitting down there in the way of other people who rent to live here. And it's just like, oh, excuse me, well, you know, I put my 3 couches in between you and the kitchen. But anyway, okay, have a business plan, an outline, a something, and then focus your energy on the most immediate thing. Drive that pace, get it going, and then, yeah, don't do it all at once, because nothing gets done that way. Okay. Then let's see. Back to the business outline and what money you're going to put into it. You know, obviously I did one thing right. I did research, and did I do enough? I don't know, but it's looking like no. But I know. I mean, I co-ran a company. I know that you have to prepare for the unexpected, and that things that you think will happen or will be a need in the future usually become a need or present themselves a lot quicker than you thought they would. So I, during my research, very much so knew I would need certain types of equipment. I would need to have some sort of editing software, probably be practiced in it. But I thought, you know. So, while researching, put some thought into that, set aside some money for the unknowns, so you're not playing catch up when you run into the next thing you should not do when starting specifically a thrift source resale online business, and that is to source way too much inventory before you've even started selling anything. I've explained it was like a weird amount of circumstances leading to this point, but it, you know, I had some opportunities to not, but I digress. 1,000+ pieces of inventory to start something you know nothing about. Dumb. Okay, it was dumb. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't feel like I need to judge myself any harder today. Now, when you're sourcing a reasonable amount of beginning inventory, factor in some things. One, have a plan and a good time frame for sourcing, because in my mind, I hate shopping and I'm in and out and I know what I want and I'm good. But now I'm sourcing, and I'm not sourcing just for what I want. I'm sourcing for what people want. And yeah, I tend to stick to things that I like or I'm attracted to, but I'm still looking for certain things. I'm looking for certain price points. And if you don't give yourself enough time, you rush, you're at the tail end of the store closing and you just grab things. And then you buy things like this. That, I mean, could it be more noticeable that the shoe is falling apart? There's 10 pairs of shoes over there that are just, it's ridiculous that I paid for those. I mean, not a lot, but it doesn't matter, okay? So, plan your trip, give yourself enough time, and then go in with a budget, like, not a lacy budget, because a lacy budget is like, okay, I'm going to spend $100 at the most, but I'm going to have this $100 sitting here if I need it. I'm not saying if you are out doing it, you've reached your limit, and you see something just, God, it's going to sell, it's going to make you money, you got to have it. One, is there anything you don't need that you could switch it out for? Like, just be smart with your money. And if you're not smart with your money, have a business partner. That I'm not going to discourage anybody from trying something on their own. But for me, doing it on my own, was that a mistake? Maybe. I definitely have deficits that somebody else could make up for, and yeah, I could use some help physically. There, you know, I don't know. For me, I think maybe I could have put out some feelers or something. Not that I have money to pay someone, but like maybe somebody would be interested in starting something about. I don't know, but we're in it now, right? Okay. So once you're into it, you've sourced, you're ready to go. I did a lot of research, but that doesn't mean you understand the seller platforms. You can hear people talk about it, but you know, until you're in there and you're doing it. And again, if you are anywhere as bad as with technology as I am, it's a struggle. Everything's a struggle, you know. And so understand the seller platforms. Have a game plan. Where are you gonna sell? Where are you gonna start? I don't know. I started with just Poshmark and kind of a little eBay. I've bitched enough about eBay. I will leave them alone for now. But I don't know. The more I'm trying to, it's really overwhelming, I think. And then it leads to another problem, which is probably just a me problem for the first part. When you're getting to know those resale platforms, read the agreements. Okay, like I have a really bad habit of not reading anything I sign ever. So it's terrible. I'm not bragging about that. I can't. Like, I start to read a contract or an agreement and I'm just like, oh my God, this is the same thing every time. And then I'm, you know, okay, well, in the past, my business partner signed it, so of course I'm going to sign it. But when you don't have someone like that, I'm just stupid. I'm like, it's Poshmark. Like, what's going to be so complicated about that? Well, apparently, when you're trying to figure out shipping, it can be very easy to make them think that you are trying to defraud their shipping process. I don't know. I'm going to have to eat crow and then maybe tell them to watch some of these videos and then they'll understand. I don't even know how to defraud an online anything. I mean, I'm hacked. Like, okay, another mistake. The first person who bought something on eBay from me was like, here's my number, I have a question. I texted it. I for sure got hacked. That's all on me. I don't remember seeing anything. Now, after it happened, all I see is people on YouTube saying, don't do this or whatever. Bottom line is, I'm old enough, and regardless of how dumb I am with technology, I knew better. Like, that should have seemed fishy, right? But I was kind of drowning in too much. So, again, all my fault. But then, if you don't read the agreements, you land in jail for things you don't mean to do. So, yeah, and then, well, okay, if you're going to be on a platform that is also a personal platform, like Facebook, don't engage in childish banter and get yourself put in Facebook jail while you're trying to make sales, because it was inconvenient timing. So, behave, you know, be the grown-up that you are, or that you espouse to be. And, yeah, cool. Okay, so that leads me to, now you're on the platforms, okay? What mistakes have I made? So far, so many. Okay. Waiting to ship. I've been pretty good about it. And everybody, they'll always say, ship as soon as you can, ship as soon as you can. And within reason, it's like, yeah, most people, not me, have a life and a family and these things they need to do, but just ship it. If you have the time to think about, I can ship this later, can you do it right now? Because I was excellent, just on it. And then I took an offer the night before Thanksgiving, and then I was like, oh, I'll get it in the mail Friday, and then life happens, and then I couldn't get it out on Friday. And so then it was like, oh, okay, well, at least I can do it tomorrow, but that's like still pushing it. And then life continued to happen. And so I had to contact the buyer and say, I'm so sorry, you know, it's going to go out on Monday. It's just a headache. And now that I can't get on Poshmark and it's saying nothing is shipped, it's just causing like more and more of a headache and potentially unhappy buyers, and boo. Okay, so ship right away. Speaking of happy or unhappy buyers, this is another one. I don't know. I don't think it's a mistake. This is what I've chosen to do. But most reseller things are going to tell you, never take your first offer. You know, decide your price, mark it up for negotiations, whatever you want to do with it, set your price. And some will say they wait a month or two to even entertain an offer, or, you know, it's whatever. And I think everybody always says this is how I do it, and that's great. But almost all of them say not to take a first offer, and I've taken several, and there's a reason. One, I already know what I wanted to price it at, and now I had to add 20% for negotiations. And okay, well, it's selling for 20% more than I even expected. And all of a sudden, it's like, I don't know, reasonably being on the low end of what everybody is. I'm still, maybe just, I don't know. I'm like uncomfortable because I think it is too high because I know what I paid for it. And somebody I was talking to about it was like, oh yeah, my ex adjacent. I needed to make a YouTube channel just like with the ridiculous things that he says, because I really think he should have his own TV show. Anyway, sometimes he's right on the money, and he was like, you need to quit caring. Like, that you do, like, this is your business now, and so you can't be a bleeding heart all the time. Like, so what? You paid $5 for those shoes, and they're gonna pay $100. That's the market. That's, you know, and I was just like, I can't be that person. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to harden up a little bit, but that's number one, because none of the offers have been way below what I wanted to get. They've been more than I wanted to get. And then two, I'm a new reseller. Okay, so I don't want to wait around for a month or 2 or 3 for these things to sell and get those reviews and get those customers. And if I take their offer right away, they're extra happy. I get it out in the mail right away. I've got good reviews. I've got maybe returning customers. And I just think for me, and for as quick as I need this thing to kind of move, it's more important for me to take a little less now and gain the credibility and the steam I need. But that's personal choice. I'm just going to say, I would say a lot of people might say that's a mistake I'm making, but I don't think so. I see the benefits outweighing the negatives. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that, yeah. Oh, yeah, did I talk about planning for equipment? I think I probably did. You know, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, be good at telling people, instructing people how to do things. Okay, I think that's about it. So, not terribly bad, but I will say tomorrow is December 1st. I have set a remarkably high goal for myself to make $10,000 by the end of the year, which is now become make $9,500 in a month. And, you know, that's going to be easier and harder, I think, because it's like, it's Christmas and that's, people spend money. But maybe 10% of my inventory is new with tags. And that's ideally what people are wanting to gift. If you're buying it for yourself, you don't care if the tag's on there, as long as it is like new and looks new and it's what you want. But when giving a gift, also, I don't have a return policy. I'm not sure I can have one on part. I don't know. I've tried to figure all that out when I get back on there. But, so I think it's going to present like opportunities and struggle to hit that goal. But I'm not going to get discouraged. I've got a lot to do today. The birds even know. They're just like, lady, get to it. I'm spending way too much time alone since COVID. It's like COVID kind of ended and I was just like, boo, world. Yeah, okay. New Orleans birds are just lovely. Okay. Point being, Hard numbers. Yes, that is going to be my focus today, is to finish separating out the inventory, have some good numbers on what my inventory is, how much I'm going to have to sell, and that will tell me how much I need to sell each item for. But like I brought up in another video, I'm averaging about $26 an item as it stands, and I really think that's a good place to be for me. So until next time, hopefully this has been informative, if nothing else, to not muck things up the way that I have so far. And in the next video, hopefully I'll be able to share some successes. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Hit subscribe if you want to be annoyed by me more, or if you just like my outfits. Alright.